YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, gonna bring you some more Total War Rome 2 action. It's gonna be some more online battles, and I'm just gonna show you a couple of replays from some battles that I played with UnicornAttack, and I think he either heads up the beta tournament group, or the beta flash tournament group, or is an administrator on it. I don't remember exactly what it is. I think he started it. I could be wrong. But anyway, he's a big part of the beta flash group. They do a lot, or beta group. They do a lot of flash tournaments. They did a bunch in Shogun 2, and they're doing them in Rome 2. If you want to get involved, go check them out on Steam. So in any case, I'm going to show you a couple of replays from where we played each other. Just fun matches. Again, you know, not spammy matches. We played a few here. So I'll show you the first one where he played as Egypt and I played as Rome. I've got, I bring kind of a strange army here. I've got 2 elephants, which I'm bringing to hopefully counter some of his. And I've got 3 velites for hopefully taking care of chariots and elephants. And then basically brought 6 armored legionaries and 2 praetorians, thinking that if he brings Galatians, I'm just fine, because Roman infantry should beast Galatians from everything that I've seen recently. I mean, 61 attack, 40 weapon damage. They don't have much of a charge, though. They have a very low charge. And these guys only have 50 attack, and, well, they have higher weapon damage. So I guess it could still be a fairly close fight. Let's take a look at the overhead real quick. So I've told you about my army. I've got 2 praetorians as well. Or, yeah, 2 praetorians, an auxiliary cav, and then 2 auxiliary elephants running up the flanks. My velite is there in the center, and a legatus in the back. He's got 5 Galatian guard visible, 3 mercenary Cretan archers. And then, let's see, an African war elephant, and then 3 Ptolemaic cav. So he's definitely got a cav advantage, and I should have the infantry advantage though, but we'll see how that goes. The scythe chariots, though, give him a distinct advantage because they can easily run a lot of disruption. My armored legionnaires will be near impenetrable. For these Cretan archers, they'd have to be on heavy shot and be firing for quite a while, and they are not on heavy shot right now. If you are going to use the Cretan archers versus infantry, definitely put them on heavy shot. It will reduce the range some, but it should be worth it. I see his Ptolemaic cav going for the side of my infantry, so I'm going to try and intercept them with my elephants, and I successfully do that. But he does get his scythe chariots into me here. I had my velites immediately click an attack order. I want to cause as much HP damage on these chariots as I can. I switched to flaming missiles. That was stupid. It's almost like I was preparing to be attacked by elephants, but I think I quickly switched back from flaming missiles. It does hurt their morale, though, so not necessarily a real bad thing. My elephants did great at stopping that 1 Ptolemaic cav, but now they're getting charged by another. I'm going to support them with some praetorians. A foot praetorian unit, that is. Over here I've got my elephants and praetorian cav on his flank, and I'm chasing down his Galatian royal guards. I've engaged him across the front. Again, thinking that my legionnaires would do quite well, but his guy's got a really good charge. And then he's going to bring some elephants in here too, and just boom, straight through my line right there. Straight through his line, but also straight through mine. I did take his chariots out of the fight with my velites, so successful there, but now his elephants are after me. So I'm going to have to click some attack orders on them as well. Got my praetorian cav and an auxiliary cav into the back, elephants into these guys, but he's now using his, he was trying to use his Cretan archers against my elephants, but now they're going to get taken out by my cav, but my infantry line has collapsed. The charge and weapon damage of those Galatians plus his elephants and chariots paid off. I just definitely lost that fight quicker than I thought. In fact, I didn't think I'd lose it at all, so it's a bit of a surprise to me. So I've got a couple of praetorian units left on the flank, some skirmishers and some cav, and maybe a few elephants. Yeah, a few elephants right here. If they may have routed in the actual battle, because I'm not giving them any orders right now. We'll see. If I start moving them, then we'll know that they haven't routed. Anyway, got my praetorians charging into these Galatians. I have more men. Interesting to see how this goes. I was out of formation attack, by the way, just in case anybody's curious. That's not why I got beat. I think that the Galatians just had a better charge. Got these chariots going after my elephants here. That'll actually probably work out. This replay wasn't exactly like it, but it was fairly close. So in any case, that was the first battle. He won. His infantry line just crushed mine too fast, unfortunately for me, but it was a fun battle. Let's see if we can load up another replay that I was wanting to show you. Let's see. I played him right after that in another Egypt versus Rome battle. Let's see, and it would have been this one here. So now I'm Egypt. I have 4 royal peltists, 2 Ptolemaic cav, 2 African elephants, a scythe chariot, 3 Egyptian javelin men, 3 Galatian swordsmen, not royal, Galatians, and then 2 Carian axemen. You can see his army here is a couple of elephants. Looks like about 5 different legionary units that are here in the front. Praetorian Guard, Armored Legionnaires. So he's got a mix of 4 Praetorian Guards, 2 Armored Legionnaires, so 6 legionary units. Legatus, like I said, the 2 elephants. Gladiator Spearmen from behind. Gladiator Spearmen are alright if you can get them into combat without being charged, but if they get charged, they'll get destroyed because they're in loose formation, and they get no bracing bonus, and there's not many of them. So I had my chariots out front at first, and he brings up these auxiliary Numidian cav. Don't know if this was intentional, if he was going to use these guys to chase elephants and chariots, but I'm not really worried about them. I'm going to go ahead and just give my my units orders to throw javelins at them. I'll get some kills on them and drive them back. I don't like wasting the ammo, but as long as I just do it for 1 volley or so, it should be good. I went right back through on my own Royal Peltist and knocked them over too. So yeah, I'm going to run some Carian axemen to support these elephants, and then these elephants I've got to support this gap right here, sneaking all of these Galatians in the woods. So right now, I mean, he may be assuming I have a flanking force here because my army doesn't look entirely complete, but I've got these Galatian swordsmen sneaking towards the Roman flank and cover these woods. So my idea is to present a main front here to fight, and then bring these guys out to strike from the flank. Elephants in like this, and then right now I'm engaged out here on the flank. My Praetorian cav, or my Ptolemaic cav, got a good charge into his Praetorian, so I should win this fight. As long as you get a good charge, you should take it. And I'm pushing him back here with my elephants. I had clicked an attack order in his Praetorian cav, but then I noticed that he was going to get some flaming shots on me, so I turned my elephants around and start to retreat from that vicinity. My basic plan here, as you can see, is now I'm going to punch through with my chariots here and then follow it up with an attack by my Royal Peltist. The chariots do have that punching power. He's going to try and counter with his auxiliary elephants, which is not a bad plan. But hopefully the disruption will be done, because really what I'm trying to do is get my Royal Peltist into the fight without being charged. It's at this exact time when I spring my trap, and he has to turn, and then look, I'm going to run a Ptolemaic cav, again, boom, right into these Praetorian Guard, got a nice charge with trample, elephants in as well, so just disrupting his line, and then I'll follow it up with these Galatian swordsmen, run my cav out this direction. And here come my Royal Peltist, but he's going to do the same thing to me, crashing through my center with elephants. So I'm going to have to try and use my missile units to counteract this. My general and this unit here really gets raffle stomped bad by this Praetorian cav and the elephants. So hopefully it'll hang in there in the fight. My elephants are doing okay here, and I've got my cav turning back around to come into the back of these units. Galatian swordsmen not doing real great against Praetorian Guard, but they are holding the line, and eventually they'll help take them out. Got these Royal Peltist into combat. These Royal Peltist are into combat. I'm using my javelins on his Praetorian cavalry right here, which was stationary. I figured I could cause a lot of HP damage and get a lot of kills quickly, and it is indeed working out that way. I had run his elephants amok, that's why they're way back here, but they're going to come back to the fight now that they've stopped running amok. Let's see, he's got a Praetorian Guard loose over here, but I've got elephants and cav being freed up over there. And you can see that my javelins actually did kill his Praetorian cav unit. My Ptolemaic cav had run a quick charge on his general, which accidentally dismounted, nearly killed his general unit, but I had to pull out because he's got armored legionnaires there. I'm not sure if all these guys over here actually routed in the fight, in the actual fight. I'm pretty sure these guys won. Again, replay is pretty darn corrupted. Here in the center, though, this is about what happened in the real fight, and this was about what was happening then too. My elephants had gotten loose trying to take out these skirmishers. Actually, my elephants are amok right now. I'm not sure. I don't remember all of the details at this point, but both my elephant units are amok. His is also running amok. This is fairly close to what the end game looked like. I don't remember if these units survived or not. I don't think they do, because if they did, I think he would be running these units back to this fight. So clearly I think that my units did win over here like I thought. And again, this fight is fairly close. My Ptolemaic cav did get out of this alive. They got away from his spears and his Legatus unit. Look at my elephants running amok here. Whether or not this happened in the battle is still pretty funny, because these guys made them run amok, and then they're like, oh gosh, no! Perhaps regretting that they had made them run amok. So, pretty good stuff. In any case, yeah, not exactly like it happened, but it was a fairly close battle in the end. As you can see, I did have some elephants left towards the end, and I had some royal peltist, and I do believe I had a couple of those Galatian swordsmen left over. I think they did better on that flank than what the battle actually showed. Here's our men finishing the fight. It's my royal peltist versus his, I think that's a Praetorian Guard, yeah, it is. So, the Praetorian Guard's definitely a better unit, but my royal peltist have him outnumbered. Now this unit's charging back in, so clearly this unit must have not routed. But this one must have right here. So it was a fairly close fight, but it was an interesting fight in my opinion. I hope you all enjoyed it too. I actually find the multiplayer in this game to be quite fun if you make some rules to kind of help counteract the imbalances. I think it can make multiplayer quite fun. Also, there's some mods out there, like Agony Duck made a mod that everybody's been telling me about. I haven't got to try it yet, but supposedly it balances multiplayer. And that's a cool idea because I've been kind of thinking there's got to be a set of rules that we can make, or in this case, a mod is even better, like a mod that makes tournaments and other stuff possible. If we could just get the replays fixed at that point, we could mod our own way into tournaments, and that'd be pretty cool because you could just join a tournament and it would tell you which mod to put on. I would think that would be a lot of fun. In any case, HeirofCarthage signing off for now. Hope you enjoyed the videos. I will see you again soon.